you ever wondered why teen depression is so prevalent? Most people believe that being a teenager in today's society is easy. It's not difficult, it's not stressful, they said. They have no idea that in this easy teenage life, teenagers are under a lot of pressure. Some of them are often depressed. What happened to these teenagers? My name is Ismatul and I'm going to talk about teen depression. First thing first, what is depression? Depression is a serious mental health issue characterized by persistent sadness and despair that can keep going for weeks or months. It influences how an individual thinks, feels, and behaves in daily life. Some of the symptoms of depression include emotional changes like frustration, irritability, and low self-esteem, and behavioral changes like loss of energy, insomnia, sleeping too much, and changes in appetite. Depression affects not only adults but also teenagers. Depression causes a variety of issues for teenagers, like academic problems, family conflicts, difficulties in relationships, alcohol and drug abuse, and self-harm. Depression can also lead to suicide in the worst case situation. If this is the case, why do teenagers suffer from depression? Let me explain to you one by one. The first reason is academic pressure. Academic pressure causes teenagers to experience academic stress. In addition to exam pressure and accomplishment nervousness, teenagers also have to deal with full schedules, lack of interest in attending class, and learning difficulties. They are concerned about receiving bad grades and failing to meet the expectations of their parents, teachers, and themselves. As academic stress increases, teenagers become more susceptible to depression. The second reason is traumatic event in a teenager's life. Trauma is a reaction to stressful, frightening, or distressing event that occurred in someone's life. Emotional and psychological trauma can be caused by a variety of events, such as the death of a loved one, bullying, sexual harassment, an accident, or even just a major lifestyle change. Trauma can have a long-term effect and trigger depression for teenagers. The third reason is social and family conditions. Social and family conditions have a significant impact on teenagers' mental state. Sadly, there are some teenagers who live in difficult circumstances, and it's really important to recognize this. Domestic violence, substance abuse, poverty, parent-child conflict, and divorce can all be sources of stress and depression among teenagers. Teenagers' self-esteem and mental health can be negatively affected by toxic friendships and relationships. Last but not least, something we are all familiar with, it's social media. Teenagers spend a lot of time on social media. There are both positive and negative aspects of social media. It's important to remember that social media can have negative impacts on your life. For example, teenagers often compare themselves to people they see on social media. Thinking like, why can't I be like him or I want to be like her can lead to feelings of jealousy. There is also a chance that they will be a victim of cyberbullying. As a result, their mental health may suffer and they may develop depression. In conclusion, depression is a mental illness that has a wide variety of causes. It is an emotional disorder, not an attitude they want to have. It is common for teenagers' depression symptoms to be hidden and unnoticed. However, this is a serious condition that should not be taken lightly. It can be treated with psychotherapy, counseling, or meditation, but they take time. So it is important to educate teenagers and their parents about the disorder. If you know someone who suffers from depression, please don't blame them because they don't need people to judge them. Make an effort to understand them. And if you are the one suffering from depression, I want you to know that you are important. Your feelings are valid and I care about you. Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of the overcoming of it. Thank you.